a lot of you guys probably want a vocal chain tutorial, because even if you can't rap nowadays, it doesn't matter. You can still make bangers like this one.
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage. Too hard to be damaged.
So let's start by getting right into the mixer, just so I can show you guys exactly what I did to come up with this vocal chain. So here we go. Here is the mixer. This is what it's looking like right here. So I'm going to explain each part of this individually and why I use these. I'm not going to lie to you, there are some things I just don't really get. I've just put them there and they sound good. So yeah, but I'll try my best to explain them anyway. So always start with an Edison so you can actually record your voice. That's what I've done here. That's always a go-to, right? So you always want to add an Edison, and then auto-tune straight off the Edison, because what I tend to like doing is auto-tune the raw signal and then EQ to take out the frequencies that I don't want. That way the raw signal is getting auto-tuned. I feel like that's better. Some people prefer putting an EQ beforehand, but I auto-tune the raw signal and it works. It works. If you like what you heard before, then it definitely works. So let's look at this first, right? So this is what it sounds like without the EQ.
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage.
So you can hear this is a very bassy voice, right? I have quite a booming voice, so what you tend to want to do is actually take that out, because the 808s are going to be colliding with your voice, and that's going to sound very silly. You don't want that to happen, okay? It's not very good, okay? It's not very good. If we look at this EQ, I've taken out the low frequencies. In fact, I could have done one better. I'm going to modify this again, actually. So what we're going to do is going to right click, shape low cut, and then we're just going to absolutely take out the low end here.
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage. Too hard to be damaged.
That's way better,
damaged.
Right?
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage.
Okay, so once we've taken out the bass, we want to have a look for whistles and nasal sounds. I'll try and find one for you that I've missed here. I've probably missed at least one.
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage. Damage you.
That sounds kind of boxy. It sounds
way
kind of
too
like a
hard
tube
to be damaged.
Yeah, so anything that's whistling, like
way
right,
too
okay,
hard
so after
to
we've
be
done that, also auto-tune's very important. I'll show you my settings, but like as I said, I kind of go random on these. It just depends on how out of tune your voice is and if you can sing or not. I have decent tune, so when it comes to singing, I don't need like a big auto-tune. That's why I've got the retune speed slightly slower. If you've got really bad tune and you kind of need the auto-tune to push your voice a little bit, then you're going to want to put retune on fast. You might want a bit humanized, and also you're going to make it relaxed, because if your voice is trash, then you just need to really like auto-tune the shit out of that bit. So as you can see, we've got another EQ cutting the bass. We don't really need this one. Like, I could have just done one EQ here. This is kind of pointless. I don't know why I've done this. Next, we turn on the multi-band compressor. I put that up even more because you want the highest end mic possible, right? And if you're boosting the shit out the high end, it's gonna sound the high end. Okay, guys, it sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. Okay, so just leave me alone. And we're gonna go to reverb. I've just cranked this bitch up.
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage. Too hard to be damaged. Damage you. Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage.
The delay, I usually put it on 4. It sounds pretty nice.
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage. Too hard to be damaged.
Okay, so yeah, this is nice, right?
Way too hard to be damaged. After all this time, turns to a savage.
This is actually absolutely incredible. Like, the Saturn changes everything, right?
Too hard to be damaged. You.
So I wanted something kind of soft. So what I did here is I put down the mid and I put down the treble a bit. and then I boosted band 1 presence, which is basically the overdrive. So I kind of turned it down and then turned it up again. I don't know, man. It works, you know.
To be damaged.
So that's actually a banger. Way too hurt to be damaged. Time to turn into a savage. Hurt to be damaged. So to be honest, when it comes to making a vocal chain, you just want to make sure it sounds good. I know, crazy, right? But something that you want to keep in mind is that you're probably going to need auto-tune, at least 2 EQs, a compressor or a multi-band compressor, followed with reverb, delay, and some type of overdrive. Some people use a de-esser, but I can't really figure out how that works. So, yeah, I don't really know how it works. Yeah, so guys, that was how to make a decent vocal chain tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. Some of the explanations of this will be slightly lackluster, since a lot of the stuff, as I said, I have no idea how it works. I'm just trying to tell you how I did shit. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and go check out the other one on underground AI generated lyrics right here somewhere. Peace, guys.